You had a medical procedure done and the results didn't turn out like you wanted them. Now your doctor is telling you that he or she is going to not charge you for the procedure itself. Is this proof that you have been the victim of medical malpractice? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a medical malpractice attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland, and I would like to talk with you today quickly about that question. You had a medical procedure done, the procedure didn't turn out the way you wanted it to be, the doctor is working with you with everything, and the doctor comes to the conclusion that he or she is not going to charge you for the procedure itself. Is that proof, definite proof, that you are the victim of medical malpractice? Well, before I can answer that question for you, I want to step back and explain to you or help you get a better understanding of what is medical malpractice in Maryland. How do you prove this? To be successful, you have to show that your treating doctor fell below the standard of care, and by falling below that standard of care, this is what caused your injury or your harm, your damages. Falling below the standard of care caused this. Now, to be able to prove this, what your lawyer, what your attorney is going to do is hire a medical expert, and that medical expert will take a look at your records and your history and everything like that, and they will make a conclusion. They will come to a conclusion or decision as to, did the treating doctor deviate from that standard of care? Now, when I talk about standard of care, what I'm talking about is what would, to help you understand this, what would a reasonable and prudent doctor do in the same set of circumstances as your doctor? That's what I mean by standard of care. Okay, so you've got all of that background, that helpful information. Now we're going to move on to that question of, okay, the bill has been forgiven. Is that automatic proof? Well, if you've listened to what I just told you, remember, you're going to have a medical expert to look at what was done and to come to a conclusion. So the fact that the doctor may have forgiven your bill, that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with that standard of care question. Your doctor may just be saying, you know what, you had a bad result. I understand what you're going through in your life right now, and I'm just not going to charge you for it. It could be that. It also could be something else. It could be the doctor just could not want to be dealing with you anymore, and he wants you to just go ahead and go out the door. That could also be a reason as to why the doctor doesn't want to charge you. So what I'm hoping that you understand is that there's a lot more that has to go into an analysis in a situation like this. And just because you don't have to pay a bill, that does not necessarily mean that you have been the victim of medical malpractice. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about all of this? Because I'm trying to help you get insight into the process. I'm trying to help you understand what you would have to be able to show if you wanted to bring a medical malpractice case in Maryland. I realize that more than likely you have more questions and concerns about your situation. You're watching this video right now because you may be thinking you are the victim of medical malpractice and you want to talk to someone, or you're wondering what should you do next. Well, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, it costs you absolutely nothing to take this action. And that is to go ahead and pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer Maryland medical malpractice questions like yours all the time, and I'll be glad to listen to your story. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the medical malpractice attorneys here at Boston Law Group, LLC, and we'll see you next time. Guys, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.